proposed that one
Well,
for
in those days there was a French case.
Well, I think the first major challenge that Emmanuel Macron is facing will be to secure a working majority at the National Assembly so that he can effectively govern and push through his reforms. He's very much aware that France has deep-seated institutional problems and indeed structural problems, and he wants to effectively reduce the size of a vast civil service while encouraging wealth creators and entrepreneurs in particular through tax reductions. But we can already see contradictions in his program effectively. On the one hand, he wants to liberalize the economy, but he's also keen to hang on to sacred cows of state socialism, such as the 35-hour week, for example. So we're already seeing a few contradictions emerging, and that's part and parcel of what's awaiting him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they were close to.
I can't talk. Were you at the Louvre last night? Were you actually there?
Well, Emmanuel Macron campaigned on the position of a maverick, a self-styled independent, who is neither of the left, neither of the right, and for that reason he will be able to draw people from all political persuasions around his very dynamic movement, it has to be said. He was very keen to break away from the traditional adversarial left-right politics that have been dominating France for decades. And there's very good indications that he might actually be able to be working with people from different walks of life. He made it abundantly clear that he didn't want dinosaurs effectively in his government. He wanted to recruit fresh faces, especially from the civil society.
Do you have a card perhaps, or just give me your, so am I.
I think the key decision that will set the tone for his presidency and indeed his government will be the choice of his prime minister. If it's somebody who comes from the socialist left, I'm pretty convinced that there will be some disappointment among his followers, as it will be a reminder of the failure of the socialist Hollande government. Choosing somebody from the right would be more in line with his own conviction as a capitalist, as somebody who has a background in banking, and in line with his view on the liberalization of the economy. So the choice of the Prime Minister will be key to set the tone for his presidency.
I got a little bit of that beforehand. I was there before talking to people.
Commentator. We don't tend to kind of put.
I think Emmanuel Macron will first and foremost have French interests in mind, and he would be very keen to sort out the very pressing economic and social problems at home. And he will have to work very closely with his EU partners, and that include Britain. And in that respect, his tough line at the moment will soften as his presidency develops because of the necessities at home.